Hello, so I'm going to tell you a bit more about the life of a traveling butler. Last month here in the Maldives, and I'm just going to give you a little bit of a taste of what it's like to be working abroad in places like this. Arriving on Airport Island in the Maldives, I could see that it was busy and vibrant, but what really surprised me is it all seemed so simple and organised. Before I knew it, I was on a speedboat and heading for the private island resorts. Now, I must say, there's nothing better than arriving by boat. I guess it's just we all get so bored and used to driving cars and travelling by train that the novelty of arriving in a speedboat is definitely the way to go. Thank you so much. Welcome back. With the simple formalities of the check-in over, it was time for me to explore the island. I've always been a fan of the ocean, but the Maldives took my passion to a whole new level. The crystal clear waters was something I'd have to explore throughout my visit. The turquoise blue of the ocean seemed like something that's impossible until you see it in real life and realise it's even more vivid than it is in the photographs. For this first part of my stay, I'm going to be staying in an Overwater Villa, and I must say that they're very, very well appointed. Look at this beautiful villa, and the fact that it's literally over the water is just something else. But of course, I mustn't forget I am here to work, and work is what I will do. I've been brought here to train the butler team, so the first thing I have to do is learn everything I can about the way the resort works and the challenges that the butlers have to deal with on a daily basis. To do this, I have to both look through the eyes of a guest and through the eyes of a butler. As a trainer, it's really good to have a nice spot that you can sit and think and contemplate what you're going to do in the next session. But I must admit, as spots go, this one's pretty good. Stepping from the boat onto the white sands of this private island is a bit like stepping into a dream. The turquoise waters are so clear I could see the fish swimming beneath the surface. The Overwater Villa was even more luxurious than I had expected, and you could well see why this resort is considered one of the most luxurious in the Maldives. One of the first things you notice about these private island resorts is the space. That sounds ironic, of course, because you're talking about an island that's absolutely tiny compared to so many other popular tourist destinations. But it just always feels like you have the whole place to yourself. Even though I know there's other people staying here, I know there's villas with high occupancy, somehow it just never feels crowded. These private island resorts are of course not governed by the same laws and rules as the islands inhabited by the local people. So for example, you can drink alcohol and ladies can wear bikinis on the beach. But actually one of the things I'm disappointed by on this trip is that I haven't been able to visit any of the local islands. Now that's because I'm here with work and I don't have time to go and sightsee. But one thing I can say with great confidence is, in exactly the same way as every other Islamic country that I have visited, the welcome and hospitality of the locals is exceptional. And I know for sure that if I did visit the local islands, I would be greeted and looked after in such a beautiful way. Throughout my years as a private butler, there was one thing I always knew, and that was that I'd be working late into the night. So I was actually, funny enough, worried that while doing training on my own and staying, I might get bored in the evenings, but there was no danger of that. In what seemed like a blink of an eye, I was already 2 weeks into my adventure, and I was waiting for the boat at the dock to take me to the second resort that I was going to be working in. You never know what to expect when you're doing jobs like this, but if the second resort was even 10% as beautiful as this one, I was in for a treat. But as I watched the luxury catamaran pull up to the dock, I knew that I was absolutely in for a treat, and this was going to be epic. Over 1,000 horsepower and a flat sea, and I was on my way from MAADHOO to bolifushi, and I can't wait. It probably goes without saying when I tell you that I was not disappointed. Everything about this resort was exquisite. The level of perfection is just something that any butler or traveller for that matter would appreciate. Nothing about this island isn't perfect and manicured and just beautiful. My days training the staff on these 2 resorts were so pleasurable, but I'm going to make another video about the training specifically. So this one, I'm just going to talk about how nice the resort was. And as you can see, entertainment was not an issue. The food, the service, the ambience, the entertainment, there's just nothing not to love about this place. But let's not forget, I was in the tropics and this was rainy season. So in amongst the beautiful sunshine, there was also some exciting weather to enjoy. In what felt like just another blink of my eyes, it was coming up to my last night here at Bua Fushi, and it was party night because myself and the Butler team were celebrating their absolutely fantastic achievement. They'd all done so well in the training. I was so proud. It was absolutely perfect. As the night drew to a close, I had to bid a very fond farewell to all the wonderful people that I've met on this trip. But exactly the same as in MAADHOO, the wonderful staff all came out to say goodbye. And I'll tell you what, when it comes to people bidding you a farewell, I don't think it gets much better than this. I know for a fact I've never felt this much like royalty. Look at this, it's absolutely amazing. Ozen resorts are without doubt of the highest quality, but it's not just the highest quality, it's the friendliness and the welcome from the staff that really make the difference. I'm absolutely blessed to have had this opportunity to go there, and as much as I'm looking forward to going home to my beautiful family, I can't say it's not with regret that I leave the island. But things didn't stop getting better, because a huge thank you to the wonderful people at Emirates who also upgraded my flight. So I got to ride home business class, and I must say the menu, the food and the experience was excellent. So look out in my forthcoming videos, and I'm going to do a little one just to talk about the wonderful time that I had on their business class and how it compares to their already excellent economy. But I really hope I'll see you on the next video. Thanks very much, and bye-bye.